Hello, I'm Luke Rentschler. I give you regards from your United States government. We are truly happy to providing you with the high-quality information today. Since 2026, we have been providing families with these programs to keep the country moving in the right direction. In this step-by-step instructional video, you will learn how to properly raise your child. It is important that your child understands the government's authority in order to keep our country great and true. In the past decade has seen a number of revolutions by our own citizens who wanted to destroy our country. However, the government was able to crush these revolutions. Remember, the government does everything for your safety. Let's get started. Your child's infant years are as important as any of the other stages. These years focus highly on the right food choices. Scientists have shown that traditional forms of breastfeeding are linked to ADHD in young toddlers. To avoid this, only feed your infant Monsanto-approved products.
Aw, it's time for your feeding now, my little schnookums.
Mama?
Looks good, doesn't it?
No, Mama, no. No.
Come on, don't be silly now, little Tommy.
No, Mama.
Here comes the airplane.
No, Mama, no. No, Mama, no. No. No.
As you can see, the delicious Monsanto product was clearly what the baby wanted. Not only do Monsanto products taste good, they're full of nutrients and vitamins that babies need to grow up big and strong. Some of the revolutions that happened years ago were due to a public outage of Monsanto foods. The traitorous rebels actually thought that the company's food was harmful to people, but that false claim has since been proven by Monsanto's very own scientists. Next, we're moving on to your child's toddler years. During the toddler years, it is important to establish repetition and provide your child with a pre-education before entering our public school system. Daily doses of educational television are beneficial to your child's growing brain. There have been recent upgrades to our PEG access channels, making them all the more informative and fun for your child. These special channels have been specially designed to prevent disobedience and rebellion in the teenage years of your child's life. See, the child was so engrossed in the program that he could hardly look away. It turns out that with a little bit of subliminal messaging, toddlers can be influenced to submit and obey the authorities of the country, allowing for a smooth process of growth. These programs may not seem like much to the grown person, but these highly selective images have a profound psychological effect on these children. And it's all for the benefit of our great country and your personal safety. To think that our very own citizens years ago actually thought that the media was deliberately being used to distract the population from important issues and propel a political agenda. Anyway, we'll now take a look into the next stage, the preteen years. Now, at some point in time, your child will begin to think about things that he never had thought about before. He may ask you about religion and why people do certain things and other curiosities. It is very important to prevent your child from questioning why things are the way they are. It can lead him to looking for answers not found in school. And speaking of school, problems of attention tend to arise during this stage. It is very important that if your teacher suspects your child have ADHD, ADD, or any other kinds of attention disorders, that you get him medicated immediately. The medications will help him focus better and will provide him the tools necessary to excel in school.
Thomas, what is this? Your teacher says you were uncontrollable again today in class. How are you going to explain yourself, mister?
But Mama, I couldn't sit still all day. School is too long, and it's so boring. The teacher made us do all this work in our books.
You probably do have ADHD, Tom. We're going to have to get you some medicine for that.
But why do I have to take the yucky medicine for it? I always get like that when I drink Gatorade at lunchtime.
No, Tommy. It definitely is ADHD. I saw a commercial for it on the television today, and you show all the symptoms for it. I'm gonna have to call Dr. Shire first thing tomorrow morning and set up an appointment. But don't worry. Go get ready for dinner, and I'll make you some of those yummy kid cuisines you like so much.
Yippee, they're my favorite.
The mother did the right thing. Not only did she recognize the signs of ADD by what she saw on the television, she promptly called her local doctor to get a prescription for the drug. Unfortunately, there has been an ongoing debate about ADD medication. People have been claiming that kids are just being kids. However, there is no scientific evidence to prove that these kids are just acting like kids, so there can be no legal action against any claims of overprescription. Now, finally, you are going to see how your parenting should have paid off in the teenage years. The teenage years. It seems like only yesterday you were experiencing them, huh? Well, as any parent should be, the government is very concerned about the turnout of your child in this stage. If you follow this video and use it as a guide to raise your child, this is how it should turn out.
Yo, I did it! I got my high school diploma. That means I'm gonna go off to senior week. Woo, baby, yeah! And then afterwards, I'm going to college. I'm gonna be a big college student. I'm gonna pick up a math major, and I'm gonna get with all the girls on campus. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna get with all of them. I'm gonna be a math major so I can count how many ladies I'm sleeping with every night. Oh, look at that guy! He just got slap cammed. I'm gonna send that to my mama. Boop, 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 boop. Uh-oh, I accidentally tweeted out a dick pic of myself. That's okay, nothing to be ashamed of. College is gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo.
As you can see, the teenager has passed through his high school years, thanks to our revised academic standards. Your child is almost guaranteed to pass high school and get accepted to any of our government-funded, McDonald's-sponsored colleges. There he should be able to receive his degree and contribute to the great society of the United States. There have been cases of teenagers questioning how our country is run. However, these teens can be problematic to our system, but their traitorous thoughts shall be shamed by most of their peers who don't understand, so you don't really need to worry too much about that. Here's an example of a teenager who didn't turn out so good.
So, Mr. Moser, basically what you're telling me is that we graduate high school, get a huge loan, go to college with that loan money, and graduate with a degree that is only used to pay off said loans?
Well, yeah, that's what's expected of you for living in this country, but don't take that for granted. Think of the other countries who don't have this great opportunity. It's really a privilege to you.
And so you're telling me that our great government gets all of its money from a central bank?
Well, yeah, but what you don't understand about it is...
That is stupid. You've heard of the Federal Reserve isn't even operated by this country. A few wealthy people run the whole thing, and they enslave countries by buying out the politicians, media, and corporations so they could tell the public whatever they want to hear, all while giving them the illusions that their vote is going to help change the outcome.
Now, Mr. Burke, remember we are under surveillance, so I'd advise you to watch what you...
I think we really need to wake up this country. This is bullshit. What are you doing?
Security, we have a problem over here.
As you can see, that teen turned out to be pretty problematic. He was questioning our country, and that cannot be tolerated if we wish to keep this country on track to being the greatest country in the history of the world. However, following this video should ensure that your child does not grow up to be like that critical bastard we just showed you. So be sure to tell your friends and your family members to watch this video. Be sure to allow the television to scan your retinas so this video can only play for you. Your friends and family can pick up more copies of this video at your local Walmart. This is Luke Rentschel representing your United States government. Thank you, and get back to work.